We are going to say about bipolar junction transistor. Here the basic of elements is nowadays used as semiconductor devices, which is can be used as amplifier and the logic switches that consists of collector base and the emitter. There are two types of BJT, PNP and NPN transistor. Three layer semiconductor devices, which is two NPN type layers and two PNP type layers. Here the term which consists of holes and the electrons that can be participate in the interjection process in opposite polarized materials. Here it is a forward and the reverse bias is used, and the base is located at the middle of the from the level of collector and the emitter. Emitter and the collector terminals are made up of same type of semiconductor material, while the base is in the other type of material. The arrow is always drawn on the emitter. The arrow always points towards the N type. The arrow indicates the direction of the emitter type. By imaging the analogy of the diode transistor that can be used, construct the two diodes are connected together. It can be conclude the work of transistor in the work of diode. The operation or basic operation will be used between PNP transistor. The operation of PNP transistor is exactly the same role to play in the electron and the hole, which can be interchanged. Both biasing potentials that can be used PNP transistor resulting majority and minority of the carriers, where the majority occurs between the forward bias, where very small of the carrier that can be used in N type of the material base terminals. Large number of majority carriers that can be occurs between the reverse bias, that is P type material. Here KCL law that can be used, we get I equal to IC plus IB, and the majority carriers was IC equal to IC majority plus IC minority. Here the common base configuration in the term, thus the base common to both input and the output, that can be conventional hole flow across electronic symbols in the direction defined convention. Note that the biasing of the voltage source that can be established between the direction which is indicated for each branches. To describe the behavior of common base amplifier, input or the driving point characteristics, that is output or collector characteristics. Here the active region, cutoff region, and saturation region that can be performed, that is what are the function can performed or detail in this tabulation, that is active region, saturation region and cutoff region. The curves which is clearly indicate that the first approximation relation between IE and the IC in this active region, IC which is equal to IE, which our VB equal to 0.7 volt. In DC mode, the level of the IE due to majority carrier related to IC equal to IE plus ICB volt. Here the alpha that can be base common gain factor efficiency by calculating the current percent from current flow, which is between 0.9 which is equal to 0.09. Biasing, proper biasing CB configurations by the approximation. Here the transistor can be performed as an amplifier, and the simulation of this transistor that can be performed by NPN as an amplifier. Configuration, common emitter configuration that can be used for input and the output of the terminals. Terminal closest at the ground potentials, and two sets of characteristics are necessary, and therefore the output can perform as the parameters. Here the proper biasing that can be used, that can be performed in the active region. Thank you.